Yo, what is up, guys? My name is IronBoffin, coach of your Rochester Rhydons for Season 4 of the NPA. NPA is back, baby. We are here in our first match. We're going up against King Bub and the Munchlaxster United, guys. Now, let's see what we can whip it out. We're just connecting now. He's going to do all the pick your battles, pack your battle rules and stuff, all that stuff, man. Now, if you saw our team builder, you know what I'm bringing. I'm super excited to see what he brings. And like I want to stress, guys, this is for fun. We are here to win, but we're here to have fun more importantly. So let's do it, guys. Let's freaking do it. I'm super excited, man. Now, obviously, looking at his team, I'm obviously afraid of the Mega Low Pony right off the bat. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and bring my team. You know, we got Seath. We got Happy the Blastoise, Blaziken, Magnezone, Doug the Doug Trio, or Sandslash, rather, Doug the Sandslash. And we got Bellatrix the Sylveon. Now, the whole point of this team is to wall break until Latios wins. Now, for Latios to win, we need Greninja to die. And we need Metagross to take some damage. So, I'm expecting AV Metagross, but if he goes AV Metagross, that also means it can't be his rocker. So, I'll have to pay attention. So, if he gets rocks up, I know it's not AV. So, that'll be very important to pay attention to. I'm very excited. He also has the Necrozma, which is terrifying. It has so much setup. Photon Geyser is insane. But let's see what he brought. Oh, pretty much the team we were expecting. We got the Mega Lopunny, the Palisand. So, let me go ahead and make notes of all this. Mega Lopunny. Palisand, Greninja. It's also important to notice this is not Protean Greninja, it is Torrent Greninja. Metagross, Audino, which I didn't really prep for. I don't know what that's going to be for him. And Suicune. Alright. So those are his mons here. What do I predict his lead to be? He could open up the Greninja, expecting me to open up with Sandslash. That is a possibility for him. Part of me kind of wants to open up Sylveon and just hit something really freaking hard. I think that is going to be my play here. Rocks don't really scream out to me that I need them. They don't super scream out to me. So I'm going to go ahead and open up with Sylveon here and just shoot off a Hyper Voice, I think is what I play here. And then we can play around that. But I think that's how I want to start it off. See how he wants to play it. He could open up the Metagross. But I think because he brought the Palisand, that's probably going to be his rocker, freeing up his Metagross to do whatever he wants. And like I'm pretty sure you guys saw that I am Fightinium Z Blaziken. So I'm looking at his team. I see no switch-ins to Blaziken because Suicune can switch in, yeah, right. It can switch in the first time, but hopefully I'll be able to hit it with the Z move. Is the idea? We didn't see the Necrozma. That's important to note. No Necrozma, so that's interesting. Probably didn't want to double up on his psychic types here. Plus, Gertrude, you know, Spiritomb looked like a hard counter to it, so maybe that was maybe that feared him off here. But let's see what happens, man. I'm opening up the Sylveon. I'm just gonna. I want to throw off a Hyper Voice right away. You know, maybe bluff Specs or something. We'll see what he goes for here. Heartbreaker. Who's this? Opens right up with the Lopunny. Now I don't think Lopunny gets Gunk Shot or anything, but let me just make sure. Smogon, Lopunny. Okay, I just want to check because he could just go for the Fake Out here, which is fine if he wants to do that. I don't think you get any Poison type moves. No, not that I know of. Okay, so that's fine. I think I do just want to toss off a Hyper Voice here. Nothing, no, you might just Fake Out. He's probably just going to Fake Out here. He's definitely just going to Fake Out if he stayed in. Which is fine. Completely fine. See what he wants to do here. Yep, go for the Fake Out. That's fine. Yep, that's fine. Completely fine. Now he's going to have to switch out here. He does have to switch out. There's no way he's staying in. So I could expect the Metagross to come in. Metagross is the easiest switch in, obviously. I could go for a Shadow Ball. The question is, how much does a Shadow Ball... So if I'm going to... see, I don't think he's going to be Assault... No, because he could be Assault Vest. So let me see if he's like Assault Vest with... I don't know. How much is Sylveon doing with a Shadow Ball? Is it worth making that prediction? Shadow Ball could be some chunk damage. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a bold prediction turn 1. I do expect to see the Metagross coming out here. That is his best switch in, no doubt. We're going to make a bit of a prediction. He has no reason to stay in here. That would be the absolute... That would be a ridiculous play for him to stay in here. That would be insane. So I am just going to go ahead and toss off a big Shadow Ball here and see what much damage we can spit out. Now let's see his play. It could be the obvious... Maybe I shouldn't predict turn 1. He does withdraw. Can I see the Metagross, please? Ecstasy. The Metagross? We do. We nailed the turn 1 prediction. We nailed the turn 1 prediction. Now, let's see what kind of set he is here. I do hit the Shadow Ball, which is super dope. We do get a bit of damage. That screams Assault Vest to me. Assault Vest. That screams Assault Vest. That chunk damage is good, though. I needed that, so that's actually really cool. Now, I could see what kind of move he wants to go for here, but I do feel pretty comfortable in going into Blastoise here, even if he throws off a Thunder Punch. I don't think that's going to do too much damage to me. Obviously, we haven't seen this set at all, though, so hold on, let's see how much of Thunder Punch. So yeah, he could do a bit of damage with Thunder Punch, but I still think it's in my best interest to go out into Happy here and see what he wants to do. I think Happy is my best play here. Maybe get like a Scald Burn off on something. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, Sylveon absolutely 100% cannot stay in here, so. 100%. Now, I don't know what move he wants to go for here. He could go for, like, the Meteor Mash. He could predict me going to Blastoise, go for the Thunder Punch, which is fine. Like I said, I can tank one. I can tank two, actually, so I should be able to take a couple of hits, especially since he doesn't have rocks up. The rolls are in my favor. Let's see here. So I go right into Happy. Happy the Blastoise. Now, let's see what he goes for. He goes for the Meteor Mash, which is actually fine. As you see, we resist that very nicely. He gets the attack boost, which is very scary. That is very scary. So if he's +1. Thunder Punch could do a butt ton of damage here, but he might not want to risk the Scald Burn. So I have two choices. I could either... who's coming in here? Maybe Suicune's coming in. He could go Suicune. I'm going to go for the Scald. That's a free play. Maybe I'll snag a burn on something. But we'll see. It depends on what he wants to do here. That Shadow Ball was big. Any little bit of chunk damage on this thing is good. So, but I still think that damage on the Shadow Ball screams Assault Vest to me. Screams Assault Vest. Yep. Okay. Switches out into Harmless. This is Suicune. We see the Audino. What does Audino want to do to me here? I get the burn. Now let's take a quick peep at Audino here. You get like a Baton Pass or something. You get Wish Protect. You could be doing that for that. Do we see Leftovers? I think I just saw Leftovers. Leftovers. Should have been staring at the screen more. I kind of want to be offensive here, and I want to go right out into my Magnezone and throw off like a Volt Switch or something. I could actually just go for a Flash Cannon instead to hit the Palisand that would probably come in on me. I think I want to play this aggressively, though. I don't think Audino has anything that scares me right away. But as I say that, I could probably regret it. But I'm going to play this aggressive here. Or I actually could just go right back out into Sylveon here. I think I actually want to do that. Let's just do that. Let's go back out into Sylveon. Goes for the Wish. Okay. Wish. Probably has Protect. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we did see the Leftovers earlier. That's good to note. Now, who do I think coming in here? He could send in Metagross. 100% Metagross can come in here. Metagross is his play. So, how bad do I want to predict the Metagross here? How bad do I want to predict the Metagross? I'm not sure, to be honest with you guys. I could just go right into Blaziken here. And you know what? I think I want to do that. I want to play this aggressive here, because I feel like Blaziken could come in here. Show me the Metagross right now. Ecstasy. Okay, so it does send out the Metagross here. Now the question is, I think this is going to be more bulk invested than speed invested. And Blaziken should outspeed anyway. I'm pretty sure I can outspeed. Yeah, so I said, yeah, Metagross was the... I am free to click Flare Blitz here, if I so choose. It won't kill him, though. It might not kill him depending on his spread. So is that a risk I want to take? It'd be close. But I think I'm going to go do it. I'm just going to toss off a Flare Blitz here. Okay, so he switches out. Which is fine. In comes Suicune. Right, that makes sense. A knockoff probably would have been the play there. Okay, you see that does nothing. Now do we get... Okay, so we do see the leftovers on here. Okay. So, obviously he probably is just going to toss off a Scald here. But I think what I want to do here is I want to go into Blastoise, because if he starts to set up Calm Minds and stuff, I can roar him out. Let's see what he wants to go for here. Now, he does have the Z moves. It's unlocked Z moves, and I haven't seen his Z move user yet. So if he wants to get really cheeky, I think this thing gets Grass Knot. I think Suicune gets Grass Knot. Am I mistaken? I am mistaken. It does not get... I don't know why I thought I got Grass Knot. Anyway, that would be some super tech. But I am just going to switch right out of here. I have no reason to stay in. But we've gotten some pretty good intel on his items here. We also saw that Flare Blitz did nothing. So he's probably max defense. Max defense Suicune. I probably should have gone for high jump kick. But I don't know if that would be the right play. Simply because he would live at 100%. And he might bank on the fact that he lives a Flare Blitz and, like, revenge kill me with Earthquake. Or not revenge, but, like, kill me back. But I think he really has to prioritize keeping Metagross alive, because that's his best answer to Mega Latios. So, that is his best answer to Mega Latios, without a doubt. So, I'm pretty sure he's going to prioritize keeping that thing really healthy. But yeah, so I'm going to go right out into Blastoise here. If he wants to set up sub... Okay, so he doubles out into Itachi. Who's this? Greninja. Okay, that's fine with me. That's fine. That's fine. Now, what does this thing want to do to me? I could just go with Skull Burn here. I could Toxic this thing, which probably isn't a bad play. I'm tempted to just click Toxic here. What do you want to do to me? I'm going to click Toxic. I'm going to click Toxic. Toxic Spikes. Okay. That's a pretty good play, but I can Rapid Spin these away. I can spin these away. And I'm going to get a big Toxic off here on the Greninja. Okay. Now, I do have to make sure I get rid of these. I do not want to deal with these Toxic Spikes. The question is he just going to set up another layer, or is he going to let... I'm going to Rapid Spin. I have no reason not to. No reason not to. He could go into Palisade and block it, but I can Scald Burn him, or I can Scald him. Oh, wait. He gets... What's that water move? What's that ability this thing gets? Palo Sand. Water Compaction. What does that do for you? Defense is raised by 2 after... Okay, that doesn't do anything for him. Defense is raised by 2 after being damaged by a water-type move. So it does nothing. Doesn't help him at all. So, I'm going to get a Rapid Spin off here, which is fine. Okay, withdraws. Like I said, he can't go into Pile of Sand. Okay. That's completely fine. I don't care. Now, the question is, what does this thing want to do to me? Why did you go in? What does Shore Up do? Heals the user by weather dependent amount with... Okay. So he obviously spun block, which is fine. I'm just going to Scald here, man. I don't see why I wouldn't. And he probably knows that, but like... So the question is, what does he have up his sleeve here? What does he have up his sleeve? Scald's going to do a tremendous amount of damage to him, so I'm just not going to play games. I have no reason to not click Scald. Yeah, see, that's a tremendous amount of damage. I don't care about Water Compaction. He can have his +2 all he wants. Let's see what he goes for here. Stealth Rock. Okay. So I obviously want to spin these away, right? But hopefully, okay, so he gets leftovers, which is fine. And we did see the Stealth Rock. And leftovers for an item. He's got leftovers on 3 mons. He has a fat team. I'm just going to go for Scald again. No reason not to. Yeah, he switches out. I'm just going to Rapid Spin here, to be honest with you guys. Like, I have no reason to not click Rapid Spin here. And there's no way he's going to let me Toxic this thing. If he wants to set up a sub here, that's fine too. You know, I don't care. Hopefully I don't burn. That would be bad. Don't burn. Okay, cool. I don't want to burn this thing. So he goes in this Suicune here. I'm 100% going to Rapid Spin. And then if he wants to start setting up Calm Mind, that's fine. I'm going to roar him out. I would roar him out. Which is fine. Substitute. That's fine. See, that's exactly why I brought the roar. So we do see a substitute. I'm going to get my Rapid Spin off, which is dope. Good for me. So he's probably going to go for a Calm Mind here or something. But yeah, I'm not letting him. I can just roar here. Calm Mind. There we go. Cool. So yeah, we were prepped for that. We were prepped for that. And so now he's not going to try to pull that again. Cool. So we get this thing back out, which is cool. Now I am just going to click Scald again, as I have no reason not to. So he gets his leftovers. I don't know if another Scald will kill him here, but it should do a lot. I just click Scald again. You know, he might go for his rocks. He might go back into Suicune. He might not, because now that he knows that trick isn't going to work, I don't know what his play is here. But this is going to be a long game. This is going to be a long game until things kind of start falling. Withdraws it again. Back into Harmless. Okay. And so this lets me be a little aggressive here, because this thing is most likely going to set up a Wish. This thing is most... See, it's unfortunate I burned this thing, because I would like to Toxic it. But he most likely sets up a Wish here. So this lets me get a bit offensive. Now, I think I want to just go back into Sylveon, and I want to... See, the problem with Sylveon is he has... I'm going to go into Magnezone here, because Magnezone hits Thunderbolts on everything. But instead of Thunderbolt, I'm going to go for Flash Cannon. Simply because the Palossand can come back in. And Flash Cannon hits everything on his team. And he's not switching in Suicune on a Magnezone. That'd be a ridiculous play. So I can click a Choice Specs Flash Cannon off. But this is my play. Double Edge. Why does this thing have Double Edge? What? What? Okay. Cute. It's cute. Now the question is, what does he want to do here? He's not going into Suicune or anything like that. The only I see his two switches are either Metagross or Palossand. Palossand is probably his best play. I'm gonna go for Flash Cannon here. Choice Specs Flash Cannon is gonna hurt. I did nothing. Okay, oh, I forget how fat this thing is. Okay, so what does he go for here? Goes for Wish. So the question is, what does he switch into this Wish? He might think I'm Specs. He might know I'm Specs now, so... Either way, I still think my play is just to Flash Cannon him here again. I'm just going to Flash Cannon again. I would like to be able to switch out here, but I'm obviously not going to Volt Switch or anything. But he probably has to be spelling Specs here. Yeah, so he's probably going to go into like Suicune or something. Pile of Sand. Oh, this thing might die to my Choice Specs Flash Cannon here. This thing might not live this hit. Might not. Let's go, and that's our first kill of the game. Big kill right there. So Magnezone kills Palossand with Flash Cannon. Cool. See, that's big right there. Because now he doesn't get rocks anymore. He has no more Stealth Rocks available to him. And now I am free to click Thunderbolt. I'm free to click Thunderbolt. But now his play is into, whatchamacallit, Lopunny. Now he goes into Lopunny easily. He definitely goes into Lopunny here. And just scared. Although he might not, because he might think I'm Scarf. So maybe he doesn't go into Lopunny. I don't even know if Magnezone can outspeed Lopunny with Scarf. I don't even know if that's possible. So he might not do that. That's a big play. That's really good that we got that killed. The only thing now... So we're still... Okay, so yeah, he goes into low punny here. Okay. So... I'm going to look at low punny. Switching into this thing is such a nightmare. He could 2-hit my... He could just click return here. So for level 50, how much is he doing to Blastoise? See, I need to keep Blastoise healthy. Blastoise is not my switch in here. I think I want to go into Doug. Because I think Doug can take 2 high jump kicks. Doug is most likely to take 2 hits here. So I'm going to go into Doug. So I'm not in the business to take a high jump kick. So we're going to Doug. Drain Punch. Good to know. So he's not probably not running high jump kick. Which is good to know. So Doug can actually toss off a pretty hefty Earthquake here, but I doubt he's going to let me do the damage to him. What is his switch in here? I could click Knockoff. Because I don't know if he's going to let me get the damage off on here. I could click Super Fang. Super Fang is a pretty safe play. And I think that's what I'm going to go for the Super Fang here. Because I would do about 50% with Earthquake anyway. So I think Super Fang will do a bit of damage here. I don't know exactly what he wants to switch into me. He could go offensive and go into Greninja, which is a play. I don't think I saw an item on Greninja either, since he went for Toxic Spike, so it wouldn't reveal Life Orb if he was. This is a good battle. This is like probably one of my best battles in a while, like, played. This is fun. So let's see what he goes for here, though. Let's see what he goes for. He has a couple different options. He could just try to... I don't know what he could toss off return. I don't know if that's his play exactly. I don't know how much I take from a return. Not a lot. But it depends what he wants to go into here. We could see the Suicune. Possible. I kind of want to get Rocks up. Does he have hazard removal? No, I don't think he does. So I kind of want to get Rocks up. Just to whittle down his team a little faster here. Maybe. We'll see, though. It depends how this part plays out. I need to make sure he doesn't get free switch-ins to, like, Metagross and stuff, though. Well, he wouldn't switch in Metagross on Sandslash, so... So it goes for return here. He does opt to go for return. I will not live a second one, and I do get a Super Fang off, which is cool. I do get the Super Fang off. So I think he just clicks return here again. And in which case, I'm just going to try to go... I'm actually going to go for Broke here. I kind of want to see if I won't live a return, right? There's no way I live a return here. Return does... It's close. I might actually be able to live. So if that was the case, he's at about 50%. I probably won't live. I'm going to go for Stealth Rock here. I'm going to try to get my Stealth Rocks up. I probably should have done this last turn, but a little bit of damage on this thing is good. Drain Punch, I'll live that. Ugh. Nice. We also sort of mark a turn on that. We got my Rocks up, which is dope. And I am just gonna let Doug Sandslasher go down. I don't need Sandslasher. He doesn't have like an electric type or anything. He didn't bring the Raikou, which is cool. Let's go for Earthquake. I'm gonna let Sandslash go down here, and he knows that, so he'll probably just go for so Mega Lopunny kills Sandslash with return or Drain Punch, doesn't really matter. I'm sure he goes for Drain Punch to get a little more HP back. This is fine though. This is 100% fine. Yep. Okay, with return. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Drain Punch there. It's fine though. Not a big deal. Okay. So, that being said, who do I want to go into here? I could go on a Sylveon, which does bait in the Metagross. So is that something I want to do? Latios is cool here because I could start to set up, but there's no point in setting up yet because the Metagross and Greninja are still around, so it's too early to do that. The problem with my team now is it's really slow comparatively to his team, but I think I just go into Sylveon here and do some damage with something. And he's just going to go into Metagross here. Like, how much do I want to bet he goes into Metagross here? How much do I want to bet? Is it worth that play, though? That would be a pretty... If I go into Blaziken here, predicting the Metagross to come in, that's a pretty big misplay. I think I'm bet... You know what? I don't need to play this too risky. There's no reason. I'm just going to Hyper Voice here. Harmless. Okay. So I'm just going to get to toss off a Hyper Voice here, which is cool. Yeah. Do we get a kill? Wow, this thing is fat. Holy smokes, dude. This thing is fat. My lord. So what is he going to do here? Am I faster than this thing? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention earlier. I don't think I fought this thing. Either way, it doesn't matter. My play is still Hyper Voice here. He probably lets this go down. My play is still Hyper Voice. Withdraws. He goes into Metagross. I'm going to remark that it's red HP. Okay, so he goes into Metagross here. He might think I'm Specs. So that does nothing. Oh, no, I've revealed leftovers like a whole bunch. He knows I'm not Specs. Duh. See, now he probably expects the Thunder Punch. No, now he probably expects the Blastoise switch in. But I have no reason not to do it. I have no reason not to. Like, Blastoise is still my play here. Blastoise is my play. So I can still take 2 Thunder Punches. I can throw off a Scald. Try to hit this thing that way. I need this thing to get weak, though. And the fact that his Wish Passer is almost dead is really big. I don't know if... I wonder if Audino dies to Rocks, though. I'm not sure. I don't know how low HP it was. It might. It might die to Rocks, but I'm not sold on that one. I'm not sold on that one. This battle's going the distance, dude. What a way to start off week 1 of the NPA. But let's see what his play here is. He could just predict the Thunder Punch, which is fine. He loses nothing by going for Thunder Punch. He loses nothing. But Blastoise can take 2. Because I think Blastoise is pretty full. Pretty full of HP. So I think Blastoise can take the 2 Thunder Punches, which is dope. But it depends on... Goes for... I don't know. It depends what he does here. It depends. And he's thinking about his play here, so I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know what he wants to do here. He withdrew, so he doubles out into who? Heartbreaker. That's fine, because I went into Blastoise. So Blastoise is staying in, and he's going for Scald. I don't know if he thought I was going to try to... I'm not trying to Steel Trap, like, Magnet Pull it. There's no reason for me to try to Magnet Pull him. Okay, so this is fine. I'm just going to go for Scald. He could just go for a Return or whatever. Drain Punch, maybe. But if I get a Scald Burn on this thing, it's useless. Okay, so he goes for Fake Out. A little bit of Chip. We haven't seen a Z move from him yet. It might be his Greninja. His Greninja might have the Z move. That would probably be his best Z move user. And it might be like Poisonium Z or whatever for Sylveon. Is my guess. My very rough guess. I don't know what he wants to go into here. He could just go for Suicune for free. But I roar out Suicune, so that's not a play. Could go into Greninja. If he wanted to. So he withdraws. Yeah, he doesn't want to take any damage on this thing. Harmless. So he sacks off Harmless. Blastoise is going to pick... Oh, wait. No, this thing has Regenerator. Duh. I forgot this thing got Regenerator. Okay. Oh, man. We barely missed out on a kill. Am I faster than you? How fast are you? Audino. 50. I'm definitely faster, so I can get a Scald off here. I'm 100% clicking Scald here. There's no way you're faster than me. Scald. Blastoise. Oh, he would draw again. Okay, so he's just... I don't know what he's doing. Suicune comes in again. Click Toxic? You wouldn't have Toxic, though. That wouldn't make sense with Sub Combine. You wouldn't have Toxic. He knows he can get roared out here, though, so I don't know what he goes for. Leftovers, we know that. I don't know what he wants to do here. He goes into Suicune, like, that's cool. But I'm going to try to Toxic it. He could just go for Sub again, but I don't know why he would. Goes for Scald. Okay. And I get a big Toxic off here. No Scald Burn. Not a lot of Scald Burns this game. But we get a big Toxic. That's a big Toxic. That's a big Toxic. Okay, cool. So he was probably hoping to get burned on one of my Scalds here. So that way I can do that. But we do get a big poison off there, which is dope. Now what is his play here? Probably just to sit in here. Honestly, if he Scald Burns me, I'm not too concerned. I kind of want to just roar this thing out. Can I get aggressive here? Does he click Scald again? I'm going to get a little aggressive here. I want to go off into my Magna Zone here. I want to get a little aggressive. Because he's not setting up Sub or Calm Mind anymore. Not while he's Toxic. Yep. Okay. So I am free to click Thunderbolt here. This is the freest Thunderbolt of my life. But here he's probably going to sack off the Audino. Here he probably sacks off Audino. So I could go Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch is probably the play here. Audino. No, Suicune. You know what? Volt Switch is the play. Volt Switch is the play. He's probably going to sack off Audino here. Or, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, this is the freest Volt Switch of my life. Because if he goes into Metagross here, I can go into Blaziken. I do really want to get back into... I need Greninja to be lower in health. Because I think Greninja is just burned, right? I think I burned Greninja. Burned. Mark that down. But I've only seen Toxic Spikes from Greninja, so... it doesn't help me out too much, unfortunately. But yeah, this was definitely the right play because it puts on a lot of offensive pressure. Like, something is going to take a lot of damage here. He could go Metagross to try to tank a Thunderbolt. He could... But I think his play is here is just to sack off Audino. 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 How do you pronounce it? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what he goes for here. This has been a lot of fun. 30 minutes. This is probably my longest battle in a long time. A lot of my XBL matches were pretty quick. Very offensive. But this match has been very bulky trying to pivot. So that's why I'm really glad I got those rocks up. Because it really helps me out here. So he does withdraw. He's not going to let his Suicune go down. In comes Harmless. Yeah, so he's going to sack this off. There's no way this thing lives a hit. So Magna Zone kills Audino with Volt Switch. Okay, that's big. So now his Wish Passer is gone. Okay, so now what does he want to send in here? Well, he's going to react to what I send in. And I think Blastoise is my best pick because it walls a lot of his team. So I'm going to Blastoise here. I wish I had a faster Mon. Like, I could have gone Latios, but Latios isn't the play there because he still has 2 Mons faster than Latios. So Latios definitely isn't the play there. But we haven't even touched Latios yet, and his team is getting whittled down. And he just lost his Wish Passer, so that's huge. So he doesn't really have a good switch in here, because he could go Suicune, but I'll roar him out, and he's Toxic. Could go Metagross, but I could Scald Burn him. Greninja's his play here. I think. Well, Greninja's like the only thing that can come in. But if Greninja comes in, I'm just going to try to get damage on it. Because now all damage is permanent. Except for the Mons with leftovers. But still. All my damage is pretty much permanent. And I haven't seen one move on... Okay, so Itachi. That's the Greninja, right? Okay. Oh, he's poisoned, not burn. Okay, so he's poisoned. Okay, so my play here is I can either roar him out, which I kind of want to do. I kind of want to roar him out here. What does this thing want to do to me? So if I'm in here with Blastoise, right? I got Happy the Blastoise versus a Greninja. My Skull isn't doing a whole lot, but it might be enough to be worth it. Might be enough to be worth it. It's chip damage, but he can kind of hurt me with Dark Pulse here, so I don't know if I want to deal with this thing being in. If I roar him out into one of his other mons, that puts him in a bad spot. What do I want to do? Skull gives me some chip, but not enough. I'm going to roar him here. Just get him out. He could set up Toxic Spikes. Goes for Night Slash. Okay. So he's Life Orb. We do see the Life Orb now. Life Orb. And we did see Night Slash. Okay. So this is cool. I'm going to click Scald here. I don't think he can kill me with Drain Punch or anything. If he had a high jump kick, it might be a different story, but I literally click Scald here. Mindless plays right here. I just clicked Scald. It's cool to see Night Slash. So he's probably physical. Goes for Fake Out. It's fine. Did a little bit. Can I live a return? Low punny. Can I live a return now? This might be scary. Yeah, I should be able to live a return pretty simply. I should be able to live. So I can click Scald again. He might bank. He might go for it. I doubt it, though. Let's see what he goes for. So if I can get some damage on this, I wish I had some priority, but this thing gets walled by my Latios. Like, even if he has Ice Punch, it's not going to do much to my Latios set. My Latios is, like, really bulky. He could just go back into Greninja here. I think that's his play, to be honest with you guys. I need to get into Blaziken. And I need to hit something. Although Blaziken at this point, like, what am I going to outspeed? I guess outspeed is Greninja, or his Metagross and his Suicune. So if I can get in a Blaziken here, and if Blaziken comes in, something dies to him. Excuse me. But yeah, if I can get in a Blaziken, something dies. This thing's half health. How much was Metagross at? Is Metagross at full again, I think? I think Metagross is at full. Which is not great for me. See, I forced him into a pretty bad position here because he knows he can't take chip damage on Greninja. But he might have to here. Suicune. Okay, that's a good play. That play's fine. Do I just roar him here? No, I think I want to go back into Magnezone here. Because there's no way he pulls a double here. There's no way he pulls a double. There's no way. There's no way. He could, though. He could maybe think that I want to... He could maybe predict that I want to go into Magnezone. So maybe I should be a little more careful with it. I could go into Sylveon here. Could go into Sylveon. I'm going to go to Sylveon. Let's do Sylveon. Sylveon's a little safer. Sylveon's a little safer. I need to keep Magnezone like somewhat healthy because Magnezone might be able to take on Greninja. Goes for Scald. Okay, it does nothing. No burn. He's not getting any burns. Dude, Suicune's water is not hot. Not hot. So I could go for the Shadow Ball here and try to get a little bit of damage on the Metagross, which would be super good. The problem is if he sends in Greninja... No, I just click Hyper Voice here, to be honest, guys. I don't think... There's no reason to not click Hyper Voice here. What is he? He has to go in... No, you know what? He might just sack this off. I'm going for Hyper Voice. No reason not to. He switches out, bro. You keeping this thing alive, bro? I guess when you got, like, the easy switch in. But this is still chip damage. This is still chip damage. Which is fine. Okay. Okay. So part of me kind of wants to see what move he goes for here, but I still think he's hype. I kind of want to see what he goes for here. I could protect the Scout. It might not be my best play, though. It's kind of passive. He's at half, though, which is really good. How much does Latios... What can Latios do to you at half? I have my Latios set. Versus Metagross. How much are my Shadow Balls doing at that point? My Shadow Balls are doing a lot to Latios, so now this thing is kind of useless for him. Do I want to let Bellatrix go down here? And just throw off like a Shadow Ball? Can I live a Meteor Mash? Can I live a Meteor Mash? Is that the play? That seems like a bad play. That seems like a bad play. Yeah, Meteor Mash does a lot. I have like no reason to sack off Sylveon here. It's so full health. I'm going to go into Blastoise. I don't lose anything. He can't take advantage of that at all. Easy play. He could go for Thunder Punch here. I'm sure he has. He has to go for Thunder Punch here. Meteor Mash. Okay. So that does a bit. Now Thunder Punch. If you get no attack boost, so maybe Thunder Punch might not kill me here. Thunder Punch might not kill me here. Blastoise. Happy. Will a Thunder Punch kill me? No. So I click Scald. Yep. But he's getting whittled down, so the Latios should be able to win here. Well, okay, so he's going to sack off his Suicune. Blastoise kills Suicune with Scald. Cool. That's good. So what does he go into here? He could go into his Lopunny. He could go into Greninja. Greninja's probably his play. But Latios is in a really good spot right here. Latios is in a great spot. But we haven't seen the Thunder Punch yet. I feel like he would show it. I feel like he would have revealed it by now. I don't know. Heartbreaker. So he's gonna fake out. He goes for fake out here. Do I just want to take the fake out damage, or do I want to just kind of rotate into my Sylveon? Or do I just let Blastoise go down here? No, Blastoise still has utility. There's like literally no reason to let my if he goes for fake out on top, Lopunny, hold on. How much is fake out doing to me here? So he has Drain Punch. And he has fake out. And he probably has Ice Punch. Fake out's doing 15 to 18. I get leftovers back. Return. I don't know if he kills me. I don't know. Let's go for Scald. You know what? At this point, I'll just click Scald. Fake out. That's fine. Okay. Now will that do 83 to me? He needs a pretty high roll to kill me here with return. He does need a pretty high roll, so I can Scald him here. He needs a high roll. Oh, and he got it. Damn. That was pretty lucky. That was a pretty good roll in my favor. Now, the question is, though, can I go into Latios here? Even if he reveals the Ice Punch me, does that matter? Ice Punch. I could just go into Sylveon. I go into Sylveon here. I don't need to take the needless damage on Latios yet. I don't need the damage on Latios. And I just click Hyper Voice. Now that I lost Blastoise, though, his Metagross is really scary. No, because if he goes into Metagross, kills Sylveon, I go into Latios, kill him with Shadow Ball. Greninja comes in, and is still a problem. I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice here. He goes into... I don't know, it's kind of tough. We'll see how this... Well, I'll have to... I don't know, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. Latios only takes less than 50% from Ice Punch, though. And I do have Roost, so it's cool. I just need the Greninja to be weaker than it is. The Greninja right now is too strong. The Greninja at this point is still too strong. But I'm not clicking Shadow Ball here. I'm not clicking Shadow Ball. Okay. It wasn't this thing again. We're still chipping this thing down. So now Latios beats this thing. Latios does beat this thing. 100% Latios beats this thing. Now I could see... Now the question is, how much speed do you have? I haven't really seen your speed at all. Part of me wants to go into Magnezone here. Yeah, I'm going to go into Magnezone. Because I might be able to outspeed him. I sped crep him a little bit, but it depends how much speed he put in. If he goes for Meteor Mash here... Oh, he goes for Hammer Arm. What a play, dude. What a play. This guy's out here making plays. Okay. Good play. Good play. So, hold on. Low Punny kills Blastoise. And then Metagross kills Magnezone. I tried to make a play there. I got burned a little bit, but that's okay. Now what can I do? I can go into my... I can go into him here. Yeah. I like this play. Do I have to high jump kick him here? Because if I miss, dude, I would scream. So we did see Hammer Arm. His speed is lowered too, which is fun to note. I could just Flare Blitz him. This is bad, actually. His Greninja might actually just win him here, win him the game. Because I actually think I can just click knockoff versus this thing. Metagross. I just want to make sure it kills. I'm sure it does. No, I still have Sylveon. Sylveon's really healthy. But the problem is Gunk Shot is a thing. How much are you doing? If knockoff is going to kill, right? Knockoff should kill you. Unless you're a Z move. I'm clicking Flare Blitz. Bullet Punch. Okay. Don't die. Okay, cool. That was a crit. Okay, Blaziken kills Metagross with Flare Blitz. Okay. Now he goes into Greninja here. The Greninja could still win him. I think the Greninja wins him in the game here. How do I play this out? Itachi comes in. Probably Water Shurikens me here, I imagine. Is there any reason to save this? There's no reason to save, there's no reason to save him anymore. Imagine if I agility'd. Oh my god, that would have been a play. That was the play. I should have agility'd. Surf. So, Greninja kills Blaziken with Surf. Life Orb. So Night Slash. How much is Night Slash doing to Latios? So if we have Greninja. Oh, 50. This is Latios. No, 50. How much are you doing with Night Slash? Shadow Ball isn't doing enough to you, though, to make that worth it. I have to go into Sylveon. Oh, does he get... He probably calced... He must kill me with... He has to kill me with... Gunk Shot. There's no way. Yeah. I think I'm going to lose the game here, guys, unfortunately. I think it's really... Oh, man, dude. This was such a good game. I think I'm going to end up taking the L here, boys. That Magnezone play really cost me. So we know... we know he's clicking Night Slash here, but we don't know how much damage it's going to do. But I clicked Shadow Ball. Ah, man. Man, if I had brought Thunderbolt. Seath coming out here. I don't think I can win this game, guys. Nice Slash. Gonna come through. Does a lot of damage. Is that a crit? That's a crit. Are you kidding me, dude? No. I'm gonna lose to that. I needed to be able... No. Oh, wait. No, he might die to Life Orb here. Oh, my God. He's gonna die to Life Orb. We might be okay. Let's see if we can get a Roost off. So he dies here. Lopunny can't kill me. We might be okay, guys. We might be able to pull this out. Okay, so this is fine. Greninja. Oh, man. Greninja kills Latios with... Nice Slash. Greninja dies to Life Orb. Now it comes down to my full health Sylveon versus his half health Lopunny is what this comes down to. I don't think he can win this. So he's going to fake out, obviously. I don't know. This is actually super close. How much does return do to me? Oh, I might be okay here, guys. I might be okay. Protect for the fake out. Protect on the fake out. Good. So he doesn't get that damage. And then we Hyper Voice. And there's no way return one-shots me here. There's no way. No way. Unless he crits me. Please don't. Sylveon. Hyper Voice. Let's go, baby. Big win. Big win. Wow. What a game to start off the NPA Season 4. Wow, a narrow 1-0 victory. Expertly played on both sides. Expertly played. King Bum is amazing. Expertly played on both sides. Wow, dude, that was just incredible. Guys, make sure you go give him a sub and all the coaches in the NPA. His King Bub's link will be down in the description below. I highly advise you check out his content. He's a tremendously skilled battler. And, man, that was... Man, my blood is rushing, dude. That was probably one of the best battles I've had in a long-ass time, man. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this week. Excuse me. Anyway, guys, if you guys are hyped for Season 4 of the NPA, make sure you smash that like button. And if you guys want to write some Rochester Rhydon merch, the link, you can find a link for that down in the description below as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.